doing this shoot or doing this project, there were times when I really thought, you know, I'm seeing a whole different side of Sydney that that I didn't even know existed.
If this water wasn't there, there would be no life. That's because it gives life.
The Mandaeans is a very small group, mainly based around Liverpool. They look to the words and the guidance of John the Baptist, and so part of their practice or their ritual is to be baptised. So there's key times in the year where there's quite big ceremonies that happen along the Nepean River.
There's a ceremony which we cleanse the body, our face, our hands, our feet.
And so I think spirituality can't be described. Spirituality is an experience.
So this is a film that looks at 10 different religions across 17 suburbs in Western Sydney and shares 27 different perspectives on these faiths.
Multiculturalism, it's a bit of a buzzword, but look, it occurs here in Western Sydney. You can go to Parramatta on a Saturday down in the Westfields and you'll see the faces of the world there. Notionally, I don't see religion as a friction point, certainly in the western suburbs.
We're screening across 7 suburbs in Western Sydney, and the reason for that is we wanted to unite or do something that could in some way conceptually unite Western Sydney through one artwork.
So everything is baptised.
I like it, you know, it's very, very nice. First time when I saw I stopped and now looking at it really is so nice.
We bless these things, we do not touch it.
It's a nice thing to show, an interesting place to show it. I think the less people know, the more they discriminate, the more they fear. So I think it helps break down any barriers, especially in these incredibly multicultural areas.
Bless or cleanse with holy water.
And we're screening it at dusk, around the time of the nightly news, because again, we wanted to have something in place that presented a counterpoint to some of the news stories you might hear about Western Sydney.
I always say in my preaching or teaching, I say religion brings people together. Religion should not divide people. Cultures are there to enrich each other. We need to bring the people together, particularly in Australia, which professes to be a multicultural country, should not give any chance for it to be fragmented or divided on the basis of culture or particularly religion, because we don't want extremism in any religion for that matter, including Christianity. And we need to believe that we are one humanity.
Within my Aboriginality and with my Catholic upbringing, I took a bit of a look at the history of religion, and from that interest there was a spark, and the spark grew as I gave it more oxygen. And it brought me to this point where I've 18 months ago done my Shahada and now practice Islam. I'm happy to give people access to Islamic practice in a sense that, I don't think it's something people should be afraid of.
Faith isn't that sexy, religion isn't that sexy, but we thought, what about if we can screen this work in public space? It's about faith in the everyday. Could we screen it in a way that somehow interconnects or connects with people's everyday?
It's lovely, it's nice to know something about the other people, how to live, how they live.
We were minding our own business, coming back from dinner. We saw it and we thought it was amazing.
And everyone wants to hear. Deep in our hearts, we want peace. Deep within us, we want to be united, and we don't want to live in fear of each other or suspicious of each other. We want to be a community.